What's up, guys? Today we are going to be doing a 5v5 Summoner's Rift. I recently thought, hey, it'd be a really good idea to do tutorials on how to play certain champions. So I'm going to be trying this. So at the moment I'm only doing it in a bot lane, basically just to show the start mechanics. I'll later do it on a high mechanical, probably late level 30 game, just to help people who are a lot higher up than the unfortunate low level. So I'm kind of still using runes, so that's kind of a little bit bad of me, but I'm going to do it just to generally give you the idea of late game damage as well, since runes make you a lot stronger in the kind of late game. So the minions start coming into lanes at 1 minute 55. Well, no, they spawn at 1:30. They get to your lane about 1:30, 1:55. All of these camps in the jungle spawn at 1:55, and basically the objective as the mid laner is to basically not die, to farm up, and try and become a threat late game. You really want to be doing damage, but you want to kind of play safe and not die as much. The mid laner is often normally the shot caller, which will call basically what your team does in the late game. Obviously, since this is bots, I kind of can't really do that, but in this video I'm going to try and farm up. I'm not really good at farming, so it's kind of not a great thing for me, but it's fine. Okay, so Ahri is a general. She is a mage, or kind of assassin as well, but yeah, she's a mage who revolves around landing her skill shots. She's pretty much all skill shot and does a lot of high powered damages. However, she can be bad. She's not really strong compared to the pretty much the level 30 champions at the moment. You'll understand the meta a lot more once you learn the game. And for people you do, you know that the mid lane is around people like Victor and things like that. So basically, your Q, it is a ball that shoots out in a straight line. The first hit does normal damage, and then when it comes back, everything it hits on the way back, it does true damage. True damage ignores all magic resist, which is the number at the bottom here, and basically will just mean that you'll do a lot more damage as a lot more gets through. So basically you just want to keep poking, try and farm up. I'm not really good at it, as I said earlier. Obviously, since I'm against bots, they don't really poke much, but when you're against players, they'll be doing a lot more than what this bot is doing. Or, if you're in a low level, you might get lucky and there might be someone still learning the basics, so they won't pressure you as much. They'll still be learning to kind of farm and stuff, which is good. So at the moment, the build I use, my first item is Morellonomicon, which I base around me needing mana a lot. After that, I'll go my Boots of Sorcerer's Shoes, which gives me the magic resist. And then I'll tend to generally go Ludens for the extra damage. Those are your first 3 items, and you won't really have to worry about any others for a while. So, as you saw there, so she came in, I charmed her. So, the definition of it is blowing a kiss, and it charms them, causing them to walk harmlessly towards her. And I then used my my W, which then releases 3 shots which hit into the enemy and basically do amount of damage. You already know what the Q does, and your ult basically makes you jump from a direction, so it goes from here to there, and then you can do it 2 more times. It's a general really fun ability, and basically you combine it with other abilities to basically do cool stuff. Okay. So there, I used my summoner spell, Ignite, which does true damage over time, burns someone for like 170 damage. My flash lets me teleport from here to here, basically just to get me a little bit closer so I can land my last ability. So, since I'm about to base, I'm going to show you what my ult does, just to kind of show it off. So you can combine it like this, and then throw out an ability to basically just to land stuff. Like you could dash behind minions to then shoot a spell at an enemy, or something like that, just to kind of land stuff a lot more better for you. Okay, so I'm now going back. I'll probably get parts of my Morellonomicon, which I'll show once I get back. Since this is a bot game, I can't really show that much, but I should probably explain some other roles. So you can also have assassins instead of mages. Mages are really more around damage. Oh no, they're more about utility, which is like CSing, which is not CSing, CC, which is stuns and slows and stuff. Basically, it's just to keep you locked down. Then you have your assassins who do like all of the damage and burst people down. That's why Ahri is part assassin, because she does a lot of damage while still being quite utility too. If you have any questions, just write down below in a video and I shall answer. If there's anyone else you also want me to play, remember to note that down too, as I have almost every champion, but I'll probably get the champion soon anyway. I am trying to increase. Okay, so just to show what I mean by fancy plays, like that. Okay, so basically what I did was shoot to one side, throw out my charm to catch her. I then used my Q, which done my true damage, and then my W, which followed her and killed her. You won't always pick this up straight away, but as long as you keep playing that champion, you should learn it over time. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do something you'll learn a lot sooner. Basically, because my lane's pushing and my person's out of lane, I'm going to go to another lane to try and help them get a kill. So I'm going to go up behind this person's turret to try and get a kill here. So there, I got a gank successful. My teammates were able to push minions from the person not being there, and I was able to get a kill out of it. Also another thing, you'll always have to ward. Warding is one of the most important things of the game. I don't do it that often because I forget, but it is really important because then people can't sneak up on you and basically gank you. You'll learn parts as you go through, but basics are you'll pick up really easily. League isn't really a hard game, but you just have to play smart. Like, use your common sense and you should be fine. Okay, so I'm now about to go back with Morellonomicon. So Morellonomicon, it's an item that gives me 88 ability power, 20% cooldown, and 100% base mana regen, and it deals magic damage to enemies below 40% health, and inflicts grievous wounds. Grievous wounds reduces incoming healing and regeneration effects by 50%. This item's really good because it gives you a lot of AP, quite a lot of cooldown reduction, and also mana regen. Ahri as a champion uses quite a lot of mana, which means that she needs basically a Morellonomicon. Some people don't buy Morellonomicon because they're very they don't use a lot of like abilities as much as me, so they have a lot more anyway. That's fine, but I honestly think this is the better way of doing it. Okay, so I'm going to try and help out top lane now as I help bot lane. My Soraka's in that lane, so I should probably be there anyway. So anyway, they're going in, they're probably going to kill him. That's unlucky, but I should be able to at least do something. So I'm going in for the gank. Okay, one down. Okay. So I'm popping Ignite, which does damage over time. I'm popping on my thing. Then I've just caught her off, and there we go. So in that fight, when he came onto me, I charmed him away from her, so I could kind of get a few hits in. I got my W to burst him down, and then my my Q to finish him off. Her, while she was farming, because it's a bot, she obviously wouldn't protect him. So normally somebody would be fighting you, so you'd tend to generally be low at that point, so you'd normally back away. If not, then you carry on fighting, and you basically just try and land as much as you can, and pretty much just try and kill her. Okay. The only problem about Ahri is she doesn't really do damage to turrets. So she isn't really an objective person, and that's probably why she isn't really played in the LCS. But Ahri as a champion is pretty cool. She's a really fun champion to play. It's just unlucky that she's not really that great. But she's really good for low levels because nobody really knows how to deal with her because she's so really quick around killing people. I think it's gonna be quite easy games for you if you're playing Ahri, because she's really she's easy in some sense, but she is quite mechanical as well. So if you're playing Ahri, watch out, because she is pretty difficult at times. But guys, I do generally think Ahri is a really good choice, especially for low level people, because they learn what hard champions is from it, because she's quite a hard champion to play, as I said. And they also have a bit of fun while they're at it. And that's basically what League is. You always want to have fun while playing League. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit stressful when people take kills and stuff. But remember, it's a team game, so there's no such thing as really taking kills. You're really just helping another person, which then could later win you the game. So don't really get angry. The League community as a one is really toxic anyway. Toxic, basically, they get really angry at nothing, and then they start calling people bad and stuff like that. So as I was saying, no mana, which is a really bad problem on Ahri. But I still really like Ahri, even though she gets on my nerves like a lot. Okay. Really, my main problem is my mana, but anything else, and I'm really quite fine at it. So there, I didn't really have a lot of mana, but because she stood in minions, she was taking a lot of minion damage, which isn't really good for her, since she was really squishy. And since she got really low, I was able to ult forward, basic attack, which my basic attack is 83 damage, so that done 83. I then jumped forward again, doing another 83, and then again. So I was able to get at least 260 damage down, which was quite a lot for her to withstand, since she's quite squishy, and since she had taken so much damage from the enemies. At the moment, I'm 10 and 0. In normal games, you won't really get items this quickly unless you get really strong. But it really depends against the person you play against. Okay, so after 20 minutes, people start grouping in your lane because basically it's over laning phase, and basically it's now for team fighting and stuff. And that's what people do. You'll notice I go quiet quite a bit while I'm playing her, because she is really, like, she's really strong, but at the same time you kind of got to think about how you play her, because she's like, she makes really smart moves, it's just she can be really squishy and die really quickly. So you kind of have to play around that. Okay, so they jumped on Shen, which they in a normal game they'll probably jump on you since you're really tanky. Well, not really tanky, I mean. You're really squishy, so you'll basically take a lot more damage than someone who's a tank, and who will pop really easily. Games don't normally go as fast as 17 minutes, they normally last about like 30 odd. But generally, it is still fun. Oh god. So, really, you don't want to tend to generally be fighting people above the group range of, like 2, because where Ahri is quite mobile, yes, but she, if people have stuns and stuff, if you get locked down, you are going to die. Like, she has a heal from her Q, like every, I think, so many hits. But, yeah, she dies really quickly, so if you do get locked down, you're probably gonna die. Yeah, here it is. Essence Theft. Gains a charge of Essence Theft whenever a spell hits an enemy. Max 3 charges per spell. Upon reaching 9 stacks, Ahri's next spell heals her. Basically for every enemy she hits, which is really kind of cool. Okay. So as you saw there, I was moving around a lot, trying to put all of my kind of characters together so I could get kills from it, because really you have to focus on where your abilities are hitting, because if you hit a minion on accident, you're going to miss a lot of your abilities, because yeah, your Q goes through minions but your E doesn't, and your W targets minions too, so it's really bad in that case, because you kind of have to think around it. Once you get to late game, you will just start insta-killing people like I am now. And that's basically all of it. As I go along, I'll probably explain a little bit more. I can't really think of any more at the moment, but that's just about it. Really, you want to have to focus on your abilities, though. Like, people generally, kind of, for Ahri, tend to generally play with their camera unlocked, because then you can see around a lot more, and in certain situations you should have it locked. Like if you're sitting in a bush and like thinking about like trying to kill people, then it probably is best to sit in a bush, because then you have more you know when people are coming in and stuff. But however, she can work unlocked, like I play it unlocked. But when it is locked, it's generally better for like locations. That's basically it. Ahri has a very high AP scalings on like stuff. Well, actually no. Some of them have good AP scalings. Like her E has like a half a scaling, like a 0.5, but where it does so much damage. Without the scalings, they can't really give it a good scaling because then it would be really unfair. Because then you could do a lot more than what 1v1ing one person. You could probably take out an entire team on your own, and that's never fun, especially if you're on the enemy team. However, if you're on her team, it's probably going to be really fun for you. As you can see, I had it just on my screen, but I couldn't really see much. As what I was doing now, I was using my mini-map to kind of keep aim on her a little more than what you should. Like normally, you only look on the map to like get in like where people are going and stuff. But it is a general good way to do stuff like that. Okay, also another thing you need to know, turrets. Turrets will normally shoot minions, however, if you shoot someone under a turret, they will take damage. Yeah, you will start getting hurt for it. As you saw when I was fighting Misfortune and the other girl, I fought them under tower, I took quite a bit of damage for it. But generally, you will still be fine. As long as you don't stay under tower for long, you should live. Certain situations you might not. Whew. Okay, I ended up living, but that was really scary. Ah! No! I'm gonna die. No! I don't get why it started hitting me there. I didn't attack anyone under the turret, and there were minions. So that was really weird. I think it might have been a bug in the system. Okay, so other items. So Sorcerer's Shoes, really good on her because it gives magic penetration and it gives her speed. Luden's Echo gives her more speed, AP, which is 100, which basically increases her AP damage, and gains a charge. At 100 charges, the next spell she hits expands to everything around her, up to 4 targets. Rabadon's is an AP item that gives you 120 AP, and it has a passive ability that increases all your ability power by 35%. The item I'm about to buy is Void Staff. It gives me 80 AP, and it ignores Magic Resist. Magic Resist is the AP armor for champions, and you'll generally want to know that if you're an AP champion. However, if you're an AD and an AP champion, you'll want to keep an eye on armor and Magic Resist. However, if you're just AD, then obviously it's just armor. After you get kind of strong, you'll literally just run people over like this. As you saw, I literally just walked in, I was just throwing out random abilities, and I got loads of kills for it. Basically, I'm going to come in here and see if I can get myself a penta. Basically, it goes normal kill, double kill, quadra kill, and that's basically how it goes, generally. So, I'm probably not going to get a penta now. Nah, it's literally just a normal kill. Basically, you have to kill him in like a, I think 7 seconds of killing a person, which is kind of really annoying when you want a penta. And that's also why pentas are not really seen a lot. Well, especially in a ranked play. Like when you are in a watching the LCS, which is the big massive tournament, you'll tend to generally see that they don't get pentas. And if they do, then they normally surrender, because if they get a penta, they know it's probably game over. For them, anyway. Me personally, I never feel like surrendering, because I find it's really stupid. In a way, because, like, okay. I feel it's stupid in a way, because really you can pull back any game. Like, any game can be won, but it will be hard. If you're losing, like, they've got 20 kills on you, and you've got none, yeah, it's probably a lost game, but you should still try. You should always try your best to improve. Okay, once we get out of this game, I'm going to be uploading this video, guys, so I hope you all enjoy. Like, I'm not doing this really for, like, just because I like uploading videos. I do it more because I want to help the community in a way. Like, it's kind of helped me in a big way too. Like, I didn't always like video games like this, but once I got into it, it was really nice to play with other people in this type of thing. So anyway, guys, inhibs, these are inhibs, and basically you destroy them to be able to attack these. These are the big massive towers that basically you kinda have to destroy in order to get to the nexus. Once you destroy the nexus, you have won. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I'm probably gonna buy my last item, and then we're probably gonna win. So generally, you'll get a for your last item, you'll get a Zonya's Hourglass, because that gives you AP, it gives you armor, and it makes you become invulnerable and untargetable for 2.5 seconds, and basically means you can't die. You can't use any abilities or anything in it, but at least you're safe. And basically it gives you time for your team to come in and help you. There's also an item similar called Guardian Angel. Basically, once you die, you get back up at like half health once again. I'm gonna... Oh my god, nobody's finishing for some reason. I don't really understand it, because like this is a bot game, we should really be getting through this a lot faster, but since I'm kind of on my own, because no one else is doing anything, it kind of makes it a lot harder for me. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can kill some more people before the end. Basically just to have a laugh. And this is Zonya's. And boom! There you go, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Once it loads. Oh god. There we go. See you next time, guys.